Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my random thoughts on Thursdays. This week I'm going to talk about gender stereotypes. Okay, so I'm sure it comes to no surprise to anyone that I spend a lot of time online. You know, since the work I do is online and YouTube is online, and I just like to spend a lot of time online. I think I've been addicted to the internet since, I don't know, I first discovered it in 1992. That's when I first went online myself. So anyway, besides the point, I spend a lot of time online and I see a lot of people, okay, young people specifically, who, I don't know if it's probably because of how they're being raised, but there's still a lot of negative gender stereotyping and stuff that I see online. Now, when it comes to women in the West, we've kind of gotten past a lot of, especially outward appearance-wise, gender stereotyping. So, you know, there was a time when it was considered uncool, a taboo, as it were, for a woman to cut her hair short, which I'm going to be doing in a few weeks just before I go to my conference. I tend to always get my hair cut in a shortcut when I go to the conference. I think it looks a little bit more professional than, you know, the old ponytail that I tend to wear when I grow my hair out. So anyway, so yeah, it used to be a bad thing, and I remember my grandmother telling me that you know, she kind of rebelled when she was a teenager and chopped all her hair off. She used to wear it like down to her butt, and she ran around with a towel over her head for like a week, so her dad didn't realize it. Like, oh, I just washed my hair. But so her dad didn't realize that she chopped her hair off, because she ended up going like super short, roaring 20s bob kind of a cut. And apparently he really was not happy when he saw what she had done to her hair, but at that point it was too late, and she refused to grow it out again, so he just kind of resigned himself to it, because a lot of women were doing it at that point, but he was not happy with that. And you know, it was shocking to a lot of people back in those days when women started bobbing their hair. And then I think it's in the 50s or 60s when women started wearing slacks, and they started actually making slacks that fit women's figures, since we have wider hips and that kind of thing. And so that was another change. And so nowadays, you know, you can have short hair, you can have long hair, you can have purple hair, you can have whatever you want as a woman, and generally it's accepted that women don't have to wear skirts and dresses unless you're part of, you know, if it's part of your religion or something and you choose to follow the edicts of your religion and only wear skirts and dresses, you know what, that's your choice. I mean, I'm not saying women have to wear slacks, but we have the choice now, and it's not generally questioned by wider society. Yes, there are pockets of places where it's like, oh, you're a girl, you have to wear a skirt, you have to wear a dress. I don't wear them. I have like one dress I wear. It's a little black dress that I wear for fancy occasions and stuff, but other than that, I almost never wear dresses. I wear jeans. I love jeans. I find jeans very comfortable. I've always loved jeans. I also wear yoga pants. I generally don't wear yoga pants in public unless I'm going to the gym. I mean, seriously. And although if I'm going to the gym, I'm generally doing other things, and so I'll run to the grocery store, I'll run to Target, whatever, and in the yoga pants as well. But it's usually because I've either come for the gym or I'm going to the gym as my last stop. Usually the gym's my last stop, because I don't want to run around to be sweaty and stuff when I'm going to the store and stuff. So. But yeah, so for women, in terms of appearance, gender stereotypes in the West anyway have kind of calmed down a lot, and we have at least the freedom to dress in general the way we like. There is the whole other issue of women and modesty and the rape culture, and that's a whole other topic that I'm not going to address with this video. But yes, I'm aware of that conversation out there in the wider world as well. But my point being, And what I'm seeing a lot online is, like, if you're seeing a video or photo or something of a guy happens to wear eyeliner, happens to wear lipstick, happens to wear nail polish, maybe color their hair a different color, and all of a sudden it's like, well, why is he wearing nail polish? Is he trying to be a girl? I see a lot of that kind of comments online from varying degrees of people, and it's like, well, why can't a guy paint their nails? Why can't a guy, have purple hair or pink hair or whatever? And it doesn't mean, like, okay, some people are like, well, it's because they're gay. Not necessarily. There are straight people out there who wear nail polish. I believe, and some of the celebrities I know off the top of my head that have been known to wear nail polish: Seal, Johnny Depp, Brad Pitt, and a bunch of others. But those are the three that come to mind offhand that have been seen wearing nail polish in public because, you know what? Because they wanted to. They thought it was fun. They thought it looked cool. I mean, why do women wear nail polish? Men can have the exact same reason for wearing nail polish as women. I don't know where that, like, why. It's like, well, why do women do it? Because we think it looks cool. Same thing for hair, same thing for eyeliner, makeup, whatever. If a guy wants to do that, or heck, if a guy wants to wear a skirt, back in my high school, okay, so I graduated high school in 1990, so it was in 86 to 1990 was my high school years. One of my classmates, he actually started coming to school in a skirt on warm days. We had no air conditioning in the school, and we were in a big building. I think we had capacity for, I forget exactly what, if it was up to 5,000 or 6,000, but we had capacity for a lot of students. We were, between the four classes, I think somewhere between 4,000 and 4,500 at the time, so we weren't at full capacity. It was still pretty crowded regardless. So a lot of people, not even counting the teachers and the staff and the custodians and just everything else. Anyway, so big school, no air conditioning, got really hot. And Chicago can get really hot in the summer, and we were in school until like mid-June. We go from early September to mid-June was our school year. And like mid-May to mid-June, it got sweltering in there, and girls often would, start coming in skirts because we weren't allowed to wear shorts. Shorts were not allowed as part of the dress code, even long shorts. I mean, okay, they kind of let seniors on the last step, they're about to graduate, they don't really care anymore. So they kind of let us get away with shorts as long as they were close to the knee. So kind of longer shorts. But if you're not a senior, you cannot wear the shorts. Just not happening. So girls would invariably wear skirts, and some girls would wear mini skirts because mini skirts were allowed. I don't know if because I know there's this whole conversation with, again, like I said, the whole rape culture and all of that stuff. So I know that there's controversy about how girls would dress and that kind of thing these days. But in my high school, we were allowed to wear miniskirts because the cheerleaders, if they wanted to, they could wear their cheerleading uniforms in school every day if they wanted to, and a lot of them did. And so they used to always see these girls walking around in their cheerleader skirts, just wiggling their little butts at all the guys because they could. And if they could wear the mini skirts, then every other girl could wear the mini skirts. And so this one guy decided, hey, I'm hot, I can't wear shorts, I'm gonna wear a skirt. And he was actually very modest. He actually had a long skirt. It was like mid-calf kind of length skirt. Blue floral, if I recall, was one of the ones I've seen him in. But anyway, and to be perfectly honest, he looked kind of adorable in it. If you think of it, it's just, I don't know, it looked good on him, okay? And everyone just kind of cheered his bravery for doing this. He didn't get teased. Well, I'm sure he did. Maybe I didn't see it, but a lot of people admired him for standing up and saying, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna wear a skirt and I'll be comfortable. He did get sent home a few times to change back into pants, but eventually the establishment at the school kind of gave up because he kept doing it, and they were like, fine. Because there wasn't anything in the dress code that said the boys couldn't wear a skirt. And so they finally just kind of shrugged, like, okay, fine, whatever. And so throughout the rest of our school years, when it was hot out, he would come to school in a skirt, and it was perfectly fine, and everyone just kind of accepted that. I just thought it was just so cool. And you know, even nowadays, if a guy wants to wear a skirt or wear something that's skirt-like, like a kilt or something, you know, and people are like, well, why is he trying to wear a skirt? Is he trying to be a girl? Is he trans? Is he transitioning? You know, like all of the stupid stuff. And I'm like, you know, who cares? Maybe they're a cross-dresser. Maybe they're not. Maybe they just happen to think that the skirt just looks really cute on them. You know, like, why do girls wear skirts? Why do girls wear slacks? You know, why does anyone do anything in terms of their appearance? Because they think it looks good on them and it gives them some self-confidence. That's why. And I don't get why, especially now in the 21st century, that we're still so focused on, you know, this is for girls and this is for boys. Pink is for girls and blue is for boys, which is interesting because in the past, not thousands, but hundreds of years ago, it used to be pink was for boys and blue was for girls. Where that got switched around, I'm sure there's history online and I haven't looked it up yet, but you know, that got switched around at some point. And so it's like, okay, once upon a time, you know, there was this one stereotype, now we've got this other stereotype, and it's always boys versus girls and things. And, you know, and of course we've got the whole gender inequality with income and stuff, and I've got a whole other opinion on that one. But just when it comes to appearance itself, it's like, why can't people just be themselves and without having people to question why? There's no specific motivation other than, hey, I think this makes me look good and I just want to show myself off to the world. There, you know, if you have to wonder, why is that person wearing it? Because they want to. Because they like it and they think it looks cool. That's why. And it confuses me that anyone would have to question that. Because I know that's how I dress. I mean, why do I wear jeans? Because I like them. I think they look good on me. I happen to have very short, fat, chubby legs, even when I lose weight. Okay, last year I lost 20 pounds. I haven't lost any more, but I'm staying stable. I haven't, you know, I'm kind of plateaued at the moment, which is fine. I'm not gaining weight. But let's say my healthy weight is about 140 is when I start getting into my healthy weight. And for many years I used to bounce between 130 and 135, and that was a good weight on me. The skinniest I've ever been was 112 pounds. I actually kind of starved myself down to that, and everyone told me I looked horrible at 112 pounds, like I was like death warmed over, and so I was like, okay, fine, I'll eat again. And went back up to the 130. And so 130 is a really good weight for me. 140 is still okay. 145 is the kind of the threshold where, like, if I'm 145, I'm healthy weight. If I'm 146, I'm overweight. You know, that's where the line is. And for me, even when I was down to 112 pounds, I still had, you know, compared to the rest of my body, my legs were still short and stubby and fat looking compared to the rest of me. That's the way my body is shaped. I'm never gonna be a skinny stick. I mean, even when I was a skinny stick, my legs are just shaped that way. And that's something I discovered by doing that. It's like, oh, you know, because I always thought, well, if I lose enough weight, my legs will get skinny. No, I'm curvy and I'm built that way. And skirts look better on me when I'm thinner, obviously, than when I'm heavier. The weight I'm now, skirts look horrible on me. But even when I was thinner, skirts really weren't a thing that I enjoyed wearing very much. The way the thighs rub together, because again, my thigh, even when I was 112 pounds, my thighs still rub together because that's how I'm built, and I hate it. But anyway, so, you know, skirts are somewhat, unless I almost have to wear nylons when I'm wearing a skirt because of the whole rubbing thing, because it's uncomfortable. So in general, I just don't wear skirts because I just don't like them. And jeans are comfortable. So, anywho, I guess I've rambled enough at this point and ranted enough, and I think I've made my point. So, yes, if you see a boy and they wear nail polish, compliment them. Don't ask them why, because, again, if you wear nail polish, why do you wear nail polish? Anyhow, Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate everyone who does watch and comment and like and all that stuff, or even dislike. Just interact with me. Talk to me. If you have anything you'd like me to voice my opinion on, leave a comment below. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.